Welcome back to more State of the USMNT. For those who don't know me, I am the host of this channel. I am the host of the State of the USMNT, and my name is Marv. And for those who do know me, well, you know the deal. We're dropping a banger today, so stay tuned and don't leave. Today, we're going to be talking about the USMNT Premier players that currently play in the Premier League that might potentially miss out on the match versus Panama on October the 10th, this upcoming World Cup qualifier window, which means USMNT players like Christian Pulisic, Anthony Robinson, Josh Sargent, Tim Ream, Zach Steffen, Ethan Horvath, to name a few, I might be missing some, might potentially miss out on that match. On that critical match, in my opinion, that we need to win. We need to get 3 points, and these players might not be playing in that match. And why is that? Well, that's because Panama is a red-listed country. The Premier side, the Premier clubs aren't allowing players to travel to red-listed countries. And that's due to the fact that maybe those red-listed countries, COVID protocols don't exceed expectations, or maybe don't fall in line with what these clubs want, right? Or this Premier side wants. And since these clubs do own the rights to these players, they decide what they do and what they don't want to do. And if they want to allow players to leave, they will, and if they don't, they won't. And that's the case right now. Now, why is Panama red listed? I have no clue. I have no idea why they're red listed, but it sucks. It definitely sucks if your team has to go and play there, right? And that's because obviously you might be missing some stars, and that's the case for us. All I do know is that COVID kind of threw a bone into everybody's plans, into FIFA's plans, into teams' plans, international teams' plans, players' plans, damn, even fans' plans. It definitely threw a bone, and it definitely set everything back. That's what we're dealing with here. All these rules, all these regulations, standards, protocols, quarantines, all that stuff. That's the reason why we're dealing with this. In my opinion, the USMNT has to come in with the mentality of next man up. If Robinson can't go, you plug in a Bello, hey, let's go. If Christian Pulisic can't go, you plug in a Conrad, let's go. That's the deal, man. Next man up. Who's going to step up in position of players that aren't there, and who's going to exceed expectations? That's what I want to see. And we might even be without Gio Reyna for this World Cup qualifier window, guys. That's due to the fact that he does have a hamstring injury, and that's something you don't want to mess with or toy around with. You want to let that heal 100%, because if you come back before you're ready and that thing snaps, yeah, you're out for a while. So Gio Reyna might not even be a lock for this World Cup qualifier window. In my opinion, this match against Panama is a must-win. I understand every game in the World Cup qualifier is a must-win, but this one is definitely a must-win. And why? Well, that's because Panama's sitting behind us. They're fourth place. They're sitting behind us with 5 points. We're currently sitting at third, I think, with 5 points as well. So if they beat us, hey, they jump over us, and we probably go to 4th, 5th, or 6th. Who knows what the deal is? But yeah, we definitely need to win, and it's going to be tough. It's going to definitely be tough if we don't have players like Pulisic, Robinson in the mix, a Sargent, if that's the case. But we just got to find a way to beat this team, and I think we have enough players to do that. Do I think we have the coach? Probably not. But do we have the players? Hell yeah, we do. Thomas Christensen, who's a Danish coach, I believe, took over Panama and has this team believing. This team is definitely exceeding expectations. This past World Cup qualifier window, they faced Jamaica, Mexico, and Costa Rica. I think they pummeled Jamaica 3-0. Jamaica's not a pushover team, man. Jamaica was supposed to be a team that came in here and qualified for the World Cup in a heap, and they haven't been doing that. Costa Rica, they tied against them, and they tied against Mexico. So it goes to show that Panama is definitely a team that is exceeding expectations, and is a team that could definitely come in and beat you. So we definitely got to be on our A game against them. For us to have a successful window, this window here, I think we have to take those 9 points, if not at least 7. We have to win against Costa Rica. We have to beat Jamaica. And if anything, worst case scenario, we'll get a tie against Panama. Well, that's what we need to get. Anything less than 7 points, guys, is a bust. And I don't care what you think. I don't care what you say. Last World Cup qualifier window in September was nothing but disappointing, in my opinion. We did get 5 points, but it just didn't seem like we deserved them. We got them, but we didn't deserve them. That's how I felt. I felt a big void. I felt kind of like, you know, when you're gonna go take a test, I guess, and you kind of wing it. You know, you're like, I don't know, I didn't study for this test, so I'm just gonna put, you know, C on all answers, and you somehow miraculously get a 70%, and you're like, wait a minute, I passed, but I didn't try. So, and that's exactly what I felt in this World Cup qualifier, this past World Cup qualifier window in September. But I'm hoping it's a different case here. I'm hoping it's a different situation, even though we might not have players like Pulisic and Sargent and Robinson and Steffen and Horvath and Ream. But like I said, next man mentality, next man up mentality, and that's the way to go. That's the way to go. And I think we'll be okay, man. I definitely think we'll be okay. I think we have the players to definitely, you know, hold it down. I know Weah's going to come back, but that's a player we didn't have before. The only thing that does worry me is Berhalter. Can Berhalter lead this team? Can Berhalter find a way to buckle his goddamn pants on and lead this team once and for all? Because this guy has a lot of talent. He just doesn't know what to do with it, and it's obvious. But that's basically some breaking news, guys. Panama is a red-listed country. We do play Panama on October the 10th. We might not have these players, might not. I think the Premier actually has already blocked players like Mo Salah and a couple of Brazilian players from going to South America. So it does seem like this is happening, and it does seem like we have to prepare with life without Pulisic and the rest when we face against Panama. But don't get scared, guys. Don't get scared. I think we'll be okay. I think as long as this team is clicking, I think as long as Berhalter somehow finds a way to coach this team up and have them ready to roll, I think we'll be okay. You know, we pulled out that victory against Honduras. Why can't we be Panama, right? Just one word of advice here for Berhalter. Start Ricardo Pepi, please. He's a hot hand. We need to roll with him, okay? This kid definitely saved your ass. You owe it to this kid to start him. You need to start. That's the only word of advice I have for Triple G here. Aside from that, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't sweat it. Write it on your calendar, actually. As a matter of fact, I do have the dates here. October the 7th, if you don't know, the USMNT does take on Jamaica. That's October the 7th. October the 10th, the USMNT does take on Panama. Write that on your calendar. And the USMNT takes on Costa Rica on October the 13th. So circle that on your calendar as well, so you don't miss the games and you're there supporting the boys, because they definitely need the support. So with all that being said, I hope I didn't miss anything. And if I did, insert it in the comment section, because, well, I'm not perfect, okay? And I miss things here and there. So if I miss something, type it in the comment section, guys. Until next time, I'll see you guys.